Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a little foundation routine for the fall. So it is the fall weather, and fall is all about matte, getting away from like our dewy foundations to go into a more matte foundation season. So I just wanted to show you guys some of the products that I'll be using throughout the fall season. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so you can be notified of all my future uploads. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started, guys. All right guys, so I am starting my face on a clean, moisturized skin. So if you guys don't know already, I do have combination skin. I do have oil, or I get more oily in my T-zone and kind of dry everywhere else. So sometimes I do have to overhydrate, sometimes I don't. But with the products I'll be using today, I shouldn't have to hydrate as much, but I'll still be doing some. So I do have moisturizer on my skin, so I'm just going to go ahead and go in with the E.L.F. Poreless Putty Primer. You guys already know I love this. I do think that this primer works, one, for all skin types, but for two, like, I think this is like a perfect primer to kind of use throughout the fall season. So I'll just go ahead and rub that into my skin. All right, so now that primer is all set into my face, I am gonna go ahead with the Wet n Wild. This is the coconut, sorry, that's the Spanish side, but this is the coconut 3-in-1 prime water. I do love all of these. I have them in rose water, I have it in cucumber as well. So today I'll be using the coconut, and I'll just spray this on my face. Perfect. And I'm just going to let that dry. All right, so now all of that is nice and dry. I am just gonna go ahead with my Everyhue corrector. I did test this out in my Haley's and Everyhue, like my review video of this. I am going in with the corrector side and then with the concealer, and I'm literally just going to be putting it like around where like my dark circles are to get a really flawless base. Then going with the corrector. So yeah, so this was one of the products that I really liked from the Everyhue line. I didn't love all the products, but this was one that I really enjoyed. So now that that is done, I am just gonna go in with this Morphe Beauty Blender to blend all of this out into the skin. All right, so now that is nice and blended, it is time for foundation. So the foundation that I will be using in today's video will be the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and this is in the shade Chai. I love this foundation in the winter, fall and winter time of the year. This foundation is definitely medium to full, and I love it because not only is like the perfect match for me, but also because it's not a dewy, it's not a super matte foundation. It works perfectly for my my skin. So that's how we're going to go ahead and use this, and I am going to take it and go in with one pump, and then I'll pump up another. So I do typically use 2 pumps of this foundation. I'll go in with my Real Techniques beauty blender to blend it all out. So I typically do not like this much corrector on. I did kind of put a lot on, but that is why I typically go for more neutral foundations, because I tend to correct, especially for like a full glam look, and that's what I'm doing. now that foundation is nice and blended, I am gonna go ahead and go in with my concealer, and this is a Too Faced Multi-scuplting concealer, and this is in the shade Warm Sand. And I'm going to go ahead and use this on my face, and this is lighter on me because I do want the highlighted look. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my concealer on. Perfect. Alright, so now the concealer is on, I'm going to go back in with that same beauty blender and I am going to blend it out. Now that my concealer is on, I am going to go in with my CoverGirl. You guys already know about this. This is the CoverGirl, and this is in the shade Deep Espresso. And I'm just going to use this to sculpt my face. And I'm not going in with like a whole lot because it is super pigmented, which I really love and appreciate. So I'm just going to go in with just a tab and put some down the bridge of my nose, just like that. Perfect. Then we're gonna blend. Perfect. So now that I do have my concealer on, I am gonna go ahead and I'm going to highlight, and I'm going to go in with my Fit Me, and this is in the shade Medium Deep, and I'm just gonna tap just some into the cap, and I'm going to put it on all the areas where I put concealer on. Alright, so now that I have my powder on, like on the areas where I concealed, I am just going to go ahead and go in with the face powder, which I'm using the Everyhue Beauty Set Me powder, and this is in the shade Cinnamon. And if you guys watched that review that I did, I actually really like this palette, this powder. I've definitely been using it a lot, just on like my no makeup days where I do like moisturizer, primer, and then just like with this, it does give like a small douse of coverage, not too much, but it definitely keeps me from like looking super oily. So been really loving this powder, guys. So now that powder is applied, I am gonna go ahead and go in with my Profusion highlight and contour palette number 2, and I am going to go in with the shade Tanned Sculpt I'll go in with, actually I'm gonna go in with like my bronzer brush just to go in with that shade, and then I'm going to contour it out with that small contour brush. And then with that same palette, I'm going to go into Deep Sculpt to put into the areas where I contoured. Then I am going to go back in with this coconut spray from Wet n Wild just to go ahead and set my face. Go back in with this beauty blender that I use just to tap everything into my skin. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for my foundation routine. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so this is the final look that I did with my makeup. As you can see, the foundation is still popping. I have now had this foundation on for about an hour and it still looks just like I used it just now, like just put it on. So this is honestly like my foolproof foundation routine. There are times where I do or where I skip a lot of these steps just to get out the door, but overall, like, I really do like how this look turned out. So if you haven't already and you've gotten to this end of this video, go ahead and subscribe. So just be a part of Ebony's world and just kind of see what I am about. I don't always do beauty. I also do mom vlogs as well. So if you want to stay tuned on my journey, go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and hit that notification bell. See you soon in the next one, guys. Bye.